Good morning, everybody, or evening, or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. I'm Dom. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got a gift request. It's another Faron Young song. I've done a couple of Faron songs, and he's definitely traditional. Hello, Walls. Uh-oh. I think I know we're in for one of those types of songs. And it was requested by Roger Smith, who made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. So, Roger, shout out to you. Thank you. If you'd like to make a gift request, or just a gift to the channel, the information's in the description box. It's pretty easy. It's PayPal or Venmo, and we go from there. But it bumps it way up the list, assuming the song fits with the channel. And anyhow, so let's see what Faron's got for us. Hello, Walls. A title like that, it sort of brings to mind the images of Alan Jackson's song, like, Who Says You Can't Have It All? I forget the name of the song, but it's that. It's got four walls, like a bed and a light bulb or something. Okie doke.
Hello, walls.
Hello.
Hot things go for you today. Don't you miss her? She up and walked away.
I gotta stop because I just want to point out, I want to see if these backing vocalists are representing the walls talking back to him, because they responded immediately, so to speak, when he said, "Hello, walls," and they were like, "Who?" like that.
And I'll bet you dread to spend another lonely night with me. But only walls, I'll keep you company. Hello, window.
Hello.
Well, I see that you're still here. Aren't you lonely? Since our darling disappear. Well, look here, is that a teardrop in the corner of your pain? Now don't you try to tell me that it's rain. She went away and left us all alone the way she planned. Guess we'll have to learn to get along without her if we can. Hello, ceiling.
Hello.
I'm gonna stare at you a while. You know I can't sleep, so won't you bear with me a while? We must all stick together, or else I'll lose my mind. I've got a feeling she'll be gone a long, long time.
Oh my God. Some people can put themselves, the songwriter can put themselves in a situation and capture it so well, because when you're in that much pain of a breakup, your defenses are down and your sense of rational thought disappears. Anything to make the pain go away, to make some sense of the situation. But what you really want to do, disbelief, is making some other sense of the situation. Then at some point you go into acceptance where, okay, she's gone, and you start making better connections. And at that point you generally stop talking to the walls. But at first you're trying to create a new world in which there's less pain and maybe she's not gone. So you're talking with the walls as a sort of a proxy for her. But I understand, but how somebody can capture so succinctly the pain of a breakup like this, and I guess maybe it's because I can relate to it, And most people can, having been broken up with, but depending on the nature of the breakup. If it's a divorce, it's a whole different level generally than, well, a high school breakup can be tough too. I never experienced a hardcore high school breakup because I was more into sports and partying with the fellas and all that. But I mean, I dated girls, but I mean, it might have lasted 6 or 8 weeks in high school type thing. So the pain was not intense at all. And I was the one who did the breaking up anyway. But my divorce was different. So I understand the legitimacy of how this person wrote this. And also because this is an older song, I love when real life testifies to how real life really works. The human race hasn't changed. Somebody who experienced a divorce in 1821 experienced the same kind of pain as we experience now. Humans, that part of the emotionality just never changed. That stays in place. And who can account for it? That's why we write songs. That's why poems are written. That's why Hollywood does movies and sitcoms and such. It's all about that conflict. And so frequently revolves around not just trying to accomplish something in a career, but the most heartfelt songs are the ones that talk about the human condition. And this songwriter captured so succinctly, staring at the walls. And that one line about, hello, window, and is that a teardrop I see coming on your pain? And that's a double entendre because you hear the word pain and you immediately don't think window pain. You think the pain in the heart because that's what this song is about. But that was a nice use of language right there. Yeah, Roger, good find on this one. I mean, I love being brought into another world, even if it's a world that I occupied for a while that sucked. I like the authenticity of it. Unless you've gone through it, you're like, okay, that's a song. Maybe I don't want to hear it because it's bumming me out. Then when you've gone through it, you're like, all right, let's see how real this can get. If this can get me deep into my soul and bones, even if it's painful, let's see if the songwriter knows what he or she is talking about. And this one sure enough did. Theirs might have been worse than mine because I don't know if I could have written that. That's just the creative mind. The creative brain always fascinates me. Those of you who followed the channel for a while will know that I'm absolutely fascinated with human nature and how we could come up with depictions like this of a circumstance that, in this case, sucked, that was just painful. I mean, it feels like you're losing your mind, absolutely losing your mind. And you're okay with that because your mind is telling you that your life sucks. And so you'll talk to the walls, you'll talk to the window, you'll talk to the ceiling. But in the end, it's like, I'm going to stare at you for a while to the ceiling because I got a feeling she's not coming back for a while, he says. But she's probably not coming back at all. You hope against hope that it can be remediated, but when it gets to this point, the likelihood, it goes down and down and down. It's like the first 48, that show, the first 48 hours of an investigation are key to solving it. Otherwise, it becomes much more difficult the longer the time goes by. And this is one of these situations, too, where the longer the time goes by, the less likelihood that it's going to fix. And relationships come back together. She might be in abject pain too, and she might decide, yeah, I thought I wanted to be out of this relationship, but I can't take the pain. I'm going back. And then you have to talk about her leaving and what happened and what do I need to fix and what's not working for you, and you got to get through that stuff. But that's relationships. The honeymoon period ends, so to speak, but you got to have enough in place to keep it going. Passion's a good place to start, but to keep passion going, that's the challenge in any relationship. But man, does it feel good when you both have it. All right, I'm going to rate this one, Roger. And the number that popped into my head was a 9.1. I mean, that's just a country song right there. What can you say? That could be a crossover too. Back in the day, that could have showed up on regular radio, whatever regular was. So, all right, Roger, thank you again for that, my friend. It brought me back to my painful moments. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.